So I wanted to start off. We heard from the F-35 Program Executive Office, and they had some critiques about the program and brought up quality escapes and defects with the program. Can you talk to me a bit about what's happening to drive those out as much as possible?
Well, on the F-35 program, we've continued to progress. We're now almost through all of the development, of the first development phase, and now in ramping up production and sustainment of the aircraft. And as we look at the fact that we've got almost 280 jets already deployed in 15 different bases, it's maturing rapidly. We are very much focused on driving the cost down and on continuing to improve quality. In fact, in the last 5 years, the direct cost has come down like 75%. And on things like scrap, rework, and repair, the time that we involved on the production line to manage quality issues that happen in inline production, that has improved as well. And we're getting close to being at a level that's in line with other programs at this phase in their process.
Okay, I know the last issue involved kind of the primer protective layer. Has there been any issues since then?
Well, as you're building a complex aircraft, you periodically will have things that might happen on the production line that you have to fix, but we don't have anything that's very significant that affects the entire fleet or anything of that nature.
You mentioned, of course, driving costs down, and I know you have mentioned before the goal of $80 million per plane by 2020. This was brought up before, but I'd like to get your response. The Air Force has pushed the schedule a little bit. How might that affect the ability to really get those costs down to where you plan to be by that time frame?
Well, clearly, as I mentioned to you, on the F-35A, which is the conventional version, and we have 3 versions, so each one, the others are a little bit more expensive because they require a different engine or they require more structure for the Navy variant, etc. But generally, we use the F-35A as the way of describing how we're bringing the cost down. So today, our last slide, it was at $94.3 million, and we're driving to get to an $80 million per aircraft by 2020. So I think that's very good drive. It'll be at a cost that's at or below what a 4th generation aircraft would cost, with much more capability. In terms of getting there, it's around the ramp up of production, as well as the cost reductions that we're making in terms of the manufacturing producibility, of getting back with our supply chain and coming up with ways of reducing the manufacturing cost or taking cost out in the materials and things of that nature. So certainly the ramp up of production is very critical to driving to get to that price. We're encouraged by the fact that many of our international customers are supporting with their own funds a block buy. And Lockheed-Martin has actually leaned forward and put a large amount of money toward us getting out to our suppliers on a block buy for lots 12 through 14 that again helps drive down the cost because they have that volume and they can invest in their facilities and reduce cost. So to the point is that yes, volume makes a difference in how we get to that unit cost, but we're doing a range of things to continue to drive the cost down, and we're still committed to driving to the $80 million price in collaboration with our customer and with our industry partners.